So you just want to hop into top 10?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, number 10, Caught Up in the Country. Caught up in the someone to share it with.
I need someone to share it with. We're living all alone together, like we don't even know each other anymore. I miss my friend, I miss my lover. We can rediscover everything that made us fall in love before. If you've got time.
I love this song because it's just like that. I read it as it's a dating profile. It's just like, I like all of this. It's just I need someone to share it with. Like it's just a really good love song of being like a lonely dude who's trying to find love, and it's like, I got a big old heart to share. I just need someone to share it with. Like, will you be that girl? And it's just a really good
Love is dead, Steve. Love is dead.
Love is Ted? The teddy bear?
Love is Ted.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I need to watch that movie again. But anyway, yeah, it's a good one. Number 9, Watching You.
He said, I've been watching you, that ain't that cool. I'm your buckaroo, I wanna be like you and eat all my food and grow as tall as you are. We got cowboy boots and camo pants, yeah, we're just alike, hey, ain't we, Dad? I wanna do everything you do, so I've been watching you.
It's the creepy song.
Yeah, it's actually just a remix of "Creep" by Radiohead.
It's actually the precursor to the Redneck Crazy song by Tyler Farr, where it's just like, oh, I'm watching you.
I remember I liked that song for so long, even though it was so creepy. It was just such a, I don't know why. It's just the way it was played, I think.
Well, he has a good melody to it. Mm-hmm. So if you completely ignore all of the words,
I like Aaron Lewis's remake of it. He's like, that ain't redneck, that's just
redneck.
crazy.
Yeah, that ain't redneck, that's just crazy. Yeah, because it's got a good like flow to it. It's just fucking weird.
Yeah, exactly. But Watching You is not redneck crazy. It's an actually really great song about his son. He's like taking after his like. He's having all these bad habits, and he's like, "Where are you getting these bad habits?" He goes, "Well, I'm watching you," and it's just like,
and I'm as everyone knows who's listened, I am a sucker for all of the son, dad, wisdom type songs. Yeah. I'm a sucker for all of them. I love them all, and so I do love this one, and it's great because it starts with all these bad habits that the kid has, but then it ends with like. The kid goes to his room and he's like praying and he's talking to God. He says like talking to God like he's a friend or something like that. And then they're like, "Oh, well, how'd you learn to pray like that?" And he's like, "Oh, I've been watching you, Dad." So it comes full circle and it's all.
And
nice.
I really like the line of just like we like building things and holding Mama's hand. Like it's just like this thing of like he's just really loves his dad and everything. It's just it's a really cute song. What the hell was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else about it. I forgot. Screw it. We'll move on.
Okay.
Number 8 is Honesty, parentheses, write me a list.
One by one she wrote down what she wanted most from him. Honesty, sincerity, tenderness and trust. A little less time for the rest of the world and more for the two of us. Kisses each morning, I love yous at night, just like it used to be. The way life was when you were in love with me.
This song is just another one of those like amazing kind of heartbreak, but not super heartbreak. Like it's a sad song about a guy who's like trying to keep a girl. Like, and it starts off with it being like he asks like, "What do you want from me? Like, write down what you want from me." And he's like expecting her to be like, "I want your car, I want the house, I want this and that." And he just goes, "I just want honesty. I want you to be a better person. I want like." She's not asking for a divorce. She's asking for her like husband back. And it's just a really awesome like slow song, and it's fantastic because this is back when country artists released country music on the radio, and it was always
how dare they?
It was nice. I think this is from the one album where he was wearing a cowboy hat instead of just a ball cap.
It's really funny too because it's a completely different look on that album cover compared to the rest of them. It just doesn't look like him at all. It's like, well, wait, what?
Yeah, is that Trace Atkins? Not Rodney. But yeah, it's a good song. Number 7 is Family.
Well, Uncle Joe's getting plastered. Aunt Martha's getting mad. Same old cousin Doug, same old jokes, same old bad. Mama has to keep reminding me, son, they're family. A few new babies, the same old crazies. I've known them my whole life and they still amaze me. I didn't choose them, but I'd hate to lose them, 'cause you gotta love them, they're family.
I had to include this song. I had to include this song because it actually just reminds me of our family, just because we're all like just crazy people, and every time we get together for like Christmas or Thanksgiving, it's always a blast because of just how weird we are. And
oh yeah, it gets loud.
So I just love just like the very first line where it's just like, "She looks like you gained some weight. You only get that kind of honesty from family." Like, it's just, like, it's so goofy, and then it's just like Uncle Joe's getting plastered, Aunt Linda's getting mad. Like, it's just,
oh yeah,
I love this song.
It's definitely a fun song for sure.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, because it's a Hodge family type song. Like I could replace every person's name in that song with someone from our family, and it would fit.
Yep.
Other than Grandpa didn't die last year; he died about a decade ago. It's been about 20 years. Damn, it's been a while.
It has been a while.
Because it's been
a while.
It's been a while.
Number 6 is My Old Man.
Time seems to fly anymore, and the holidays are so far apart. There's no way a phone call could express what's in my heart. This is just a song to say how thankful I am for Mama and my old man. For Mama and Dad.
Another one of those songs, like I said, sucker for all the dad songs. And so this song where he kind of talks about, I think he talks about like how his dad, like he doesn't talk about saying that my dad did this, that, and the other thing. But he talks about like he grew up, did this, that, and the other thing. And then he like talks about like that guy, grew up and turned out to be my old man. And then the dogs chew on chew toys at the perfect moment. Every goddamn time.
Puppies. Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know, I'm living at home currently because I'm an old man who's a loser. No, I'm saving up for a house, so I have to kind of live at home for a little bit.
Like a loser.
But yeah, My Old Man. It's a great song.
Yeah, I love it. And then he has a line about like his mom is like an angel and she married the guy that ended up being my old man. And I love it. It's got a good sound, good vibe.
Yeah, it's a very classic country type theme, and it's fantastic. Number 5 is his worst song he's ever released ever. The River Just Knows.
Was hoping to have the river to myself that day, 'cause the river don't talk, the river don't care where you've been, or what you've done, or why it is you're standing there. It just rolls on by, whispering to your soul, it's gonna be be alright. The river just knows.
Fuck you. This is my favorite song. I love it. Not just because it's a fishing song.
No, that's just
because
it.
it talks about it's because it's a fishing song and it talks about the veterans, and so checkbox, we're good. But he talks about, he's going down to the river to fish, and he gets up super early and gets down there, and when he gets down there he sees someone's already out there, and he's like, damn, I was hoping to be by myself, because all these things that are great about the river being out on the water by yourself, and it's like healing, and all that stuff is totally true. But then he talks about how this guy that's out there, he realizes he's a former Marine, or he's a former military, because he can tell by his haircut, and has battle scars.
And he's out there for the same reason,
exactly. And so when he sees sees this guy catch a fish, and then puts it back in the water and coaxes it back to life and lets it swim away, and just the healing aspect of that, and he's just like, I know exactly what brought him to the river this day, and it's like, I just really dig it. I love it.
Yeah, it is a fantastic song. I was kidding earlier when I said it was his worst song, or whatever I said.
I don't understand. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, it is a great song. Number 4 is If You're Going Through Hell.
That's what I'm saying. If you're going through hell, keep on going, don't slow down. If you're scared, don't show it. You might get out, or the devil even knows you're there. Yeah, if you're going through hell, keep on moving, face that fire, walk right through it. You might get out, or the devil even knows you're there. Woo.
This is, it might be his biggest song. Actually, no.
I feel like it would be his most recognizable.
It would be
if
like
I
the
had to
one
guess.
that would cement his legacy, because his biggest might be Take a Back Road, but that one might have.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but this is one that it's I don't know if it was his biggest, how He Stopped Loving Her Today. I don't know if that was George Jones' biggest song, but it's the one that everyone remembers by him.
Yeah, I would put it how I've used this analogy before, that in 20-some years, when someone's releasing a compilation of the essential 20,000, the 20,000, the 2000s, whatever, that would be the song that they would include to put on it, and as everyone's like, oh, I remember that song, it was great, kind of thing.
But yeah, the song itself, if you don't get it, you should have heard it. It's that line of if you're in hell, just keep moving, and maybe you'll get out before the devil knows you're there. And it's one of those really good feel good songs of life can be shitty sometimes, but just keep pushing, it'll get better. And it's just a fantastic message and a fantastic song, and I miss country music on the radio. But the next 3, actually, none of them were singles. They're just fantastic songs. Number 3 is Invisibly Shaken.
I'm invisibly shaking and quietly breaking, desperately taking one breath at a time. Beneath this composure, I know it's over. Baby, I'm dying 'cause you can't be mine. But I will never show the toll it's taking, 'cause I'm invisibly shaking.
I fucking love this song. It's a feeling that anyone who's ever been dumped or even broken up with someone or just had a shitty day has had this feeling of where you're going around and you're acting like everything's okay, and everyone's like, oh, you're doing pretty well, I'm happy for you, but it's just no, I'm actually cracking beers. But it's actually no, I'm really going through hell. I just don't want to show everyone. So he's invisibly shaken. He's just hiding it from everyone, and it's
he's putting on a good face, but they don't understand that inside he's actually falling apart.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, and it's just so depressing because I'm pretty sure it's just piano that plays the entire. I mean, there might be backing song or instruments, but it's mostly piano, and it's just like this insanely sad ballad, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
Yeah. Number 2 is Angel's Hands.
She said, son, I've done all a mama can do. I can save myself, but I can't save you. He said, I wish that you and Jesus would get off of my back. They said his truck was doing 90 when he crashed. I bet it gets so quiet in heaven sometimes. Even God cries when an angel's hands are tied.
It's angel hat man hands.
Big old dude hands.
Yeah. No, it's just another incredibly depressing song where it's like it starts off this guy's going through, like, he's an alcoholic, and it's like, you tried going through rehab, I spent all my money trying to get you into rehab, and you're blowing it away, and he goes like, you need to stop using our dad, like my dad's ghost, to stop me from doing this kind of stuff, and it's like super depressing. And then a family's going through a divorce, and they're like, well, what am I gonna do? And it's just like the line is even
I bet it gets quiet, so quiet in heaven sometimes even God cries when an angel's hands are tied.
Yeah, and it's just like talking about how just hellish Earth can be at sometimes. And
yeah, people have problems, and sometimes they can't help themselves, and you can't help them. And it's the line about the angel's hands are tied is like, you're trying to help, but you just can't.
Yeah. It's incredibly depressing, but it's a fucking amazing song.
Oh, yeah.
But number 1 is the best song that's ever been released by any artist ever, is Caught Up in the Country.
Fields of gold and cotton rolls that never-ending sky. That take it slow, easy road, man, that's life. Caught up in the country.
Yeah. That's my favorite song. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, before we get to number 1, can we actually just talk about it really quick, because it's so shitty? Because I know we talked about it when it was released, because we talked about how we were excited for Rodney Atkins to release new music, because he had 2 songs that came out after his last album that came out a decade ago or whatever. He had Doing It Right, which I actually really liked. I think it was on my top 10. Yeah, I had it at number 8 on my top 10 because I really liked it. And then Eat, Sleep, Love, Repeat. That's a dumb song, but
that song is dumb.
Yeah, but it's not a bad song. It's just dumb. But
I think it is a bad song.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's a fair criticism. I just have it's a guilty pleasure for me, if anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
But Caught Up in the Country, you would genuinely think it's a Chase Rice song if you heard it.
Yeah, you literally just played it before we started recording, and I had to say, who is this?
Yeah.
Literally the fucking guy we're talking about today, and I've heard that before, and I still was just like, who is this?
Because it's an okay beat. It's not like a hard like techno beat. It's like a country beat, and then it just goes like driving trucks and birds and doing mills, and it's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, it literally looked like a fucking speak and spell of country cliches, and they're just like, all right, time to unpack this packaged up fucking electronic banjo drum beat fucking nonsense and make it terrible.
I remember when it was released, like he just on Instagram, post the picture like, oh, this single's out today. I was like, oh hell yeah, I get to listen to this, and then I listened to it. I was like, this is garbage. And then I went and looked at all the comments, and of course all like the diehard Rodney Atkins fans like, oh my god, the best song ever, you did it again. I'm just like, I hate all of you. Like I hate apologists. Like I apologize for a lot of artists I like, but I will admit when their songs are bad. Like Accidental Racist, I know it's like a masterpiece, but
I know some people don't get it.
Some people just don't like it.
I know some people just don't understand what it means.
Exactly. But no, that song...
It's art, bro. Yeah. You wouldn't understand.
That song's terrible. But number 1 is my favorite by far by him. I've listened to this song for a very long time, and I still listen to it on occasion, is The Man I Am Today.
So you say you wanna see behind this curtain. You wanna know why I don't
I just love it because it's about a kid who was born in a broken home, and it's just like it's kind of him talking to his significant other. He goes, "I'm sorry that I'm like so closed off. It's just how I was raised. It's the man I am. Like, I'm trying to warm up to you. I love you. I want to, do this for you, but it's just how I was raised, and it's how I've become the man I am today." And it's just this awesome song about a guy trying to come out of his bubble from surviving a broken home and a broken childhood and all that kind of stuff. And it's
I really love this song. I don't remember where it was on mine, but it was definitely on my list as well. It is a tremendous song
from you.
Yeah, it is a tremendous song for sure.
This song, this one, if it's one of those songs where if someone asks me what's your favorite song by this artist, it is the first one that comes to my mind. Like, I listen to this one so many times. It's just fantastic. I love this song. But that's it for this top 10. If you have any Rodney Atkins songs you think we should have left or shouldn't have left off, like Caught Up in the Country, let us know. And
if it's Caught Up in the Country, I will promptly tell you to go fuck yourself.
But kindly. We'll kindly tell you.
Kindly, please, fuck yourself.